Look! This crystal has also reverted.
Wait, something lurks nearby.
Another creature back from destruction.
Here they come!
beset by more beasts! Of course. I'm ready, Eri. I'm sure you have the hang of it, but if there's anything you'd like to go over again, just ask. Time to get started, Agnes. Are you ready?
Yes. Let us begin.
Wait, may I ask you something, Agnes?
More questions?
What are the crystals? Are they really born of the Vestals?
Now's not the time for a lesson on crystal lore.
I've never heard the full story either. I'd like to know.
Let's save it for after we awaken.
The crystals are not born of the Vestals, nor are they creations of the Orthodoxy. They existed long before human civilization arose. They turn hopes and prayers into energy that builds up within them. The Vestals, then.
Yes, I know that part.
Ring a bell? You have that I'm in pain look again.
If the crystals thrive by storing the prayers of the faithful, what were they before they were objects of worship?
I cannot say. The scriptures say not of such a time. Do you know, Eri?
The crystals have always been crystals. It's simply a matter of more and more people worshipping them.
The Templars spoke on this. The crystals should be overseen by one who looks out for the good of the people, he said, not some power-hungry cult that has rotted to its core. What exactly did he mean by that?
Huh? What's he talking about? Someone care to fill me in?
I fear I do not understand either.
No, it's... Never mind. Apologies for interrupting.
And after you'd come so far, a pity.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Sorry. She lives, but I failed to protect her. No!
Can you hear me? Ring a bell!
Ring a bell!
I'm sorry. Everyone, I couldn't. Forgive me.
Feeling better, Ring a bell?
Tiz, I remember everything now.
Your memory is back? That's great news!
I'm not so sure, but at least it all makes sense now.
Will you tell me?
I am Alternus Dim, the Dark Knight. I spoke before of my suspicions that we'd been transported to a parallel world. I've been seeing more and more glimpses of the past these last few days. I remember crossing swords with you, Agnes and Edea, any number of times. And I've witnessed firsthand your death at the hands of a horrible creature.
And it wasn't simply a dream?
No, a memory from a parallel world, most likely. Do you remember when we first met in Kaldisla?
Yes. In the world before last.
And what did the pattern on Ares' wings look like then? It looks like the number 3 now, but in the previous world, it was a 4.
Now that you mention it, how about the world before last?
It was a 5. I recall it clearly.
It's decreasing?
In my memory of you 3 getting killed, the pattern looked like the number 6.
And that means?
In short, I'm the Dark Knight from the world before your own.
I see. The pieces are starting to fall into place.
I don't want to believe it, but I think Eri really is. She's... I could only watch it happen. I couldn't do a thing.
Ring a bell.
I have a favor to ask, Tiz. Please tell Agnes what I just revealed to you. Sometime, someplace where Eri isn't around. Will you do this for me?
All right. Of course.
Then you'll believe me?
Final temple. Listen, why don't we go speak with the sage first?
The sage? Whatever for?
Sounds like a good idea. To the sages!
What?
thought I heard something. This place draws few visitors, I fear. And who might you be?
I am Agnes Oblige, vessel of the wind.
Ho ho! Little Agnes, is it? My, how you have grown, child. You were scarce more than a little sprout when your predecessor brought you here. Now look at you, a fine woman you've become. Fine and plump and pleasantly jiggly. Why the long face? If there is anything this feeble old man can do for you, name it.
Sage, do you remember me at all?
Well, you'd better come inside. Now then, I was about to pour some tea for us, but I fear this may not be the time for sitting quietly with a hot brew.
Sage.
Let me ask you this. If I bade you come with just one other, would you know why?
Yes.
Well, this is quite astonishing. To think such events were even possible. Very well, then. I will spare you the details and keep this simple. You must decide who is your most trustworthy ally. Then travel to the nearby cave with them. You will find it to the southwest of here. I shall go on ahead. I would advise you to heed my words. You must bring only one ally with you. Your other companion should wait outside the cave. I shall see you soon.
All the fun.
I am sorry, Aerie. I hope you can understand.
Go on, get going already.
We'll be back soon.
Give the master my regards.
1,880 years young.
You're not ready to lay down and die yet. We know.
Do you?
And I'm the very image of the angel you encountered 1,880 years ago.
Oh, I see. I've already spoken of such matters, have I? Now, tell me, why have you two come to me again?
I wanted to be alone with Agnes.
What?
Oh, you little devil, you!
Huh? No! I didn't mean it like that! At least in the way I think you're thinking!
Tis, was it? I thought you a lost cause, but it seems you've some fire inside you. Look, she's blushing. Put the girl out of her misery with a big kiss off the lips.
Please, I'm trying to be serious here. No, I'm telling you, I really didn't mean it like that.
Then what did you mean?
Ringabel regained his memory, and not just part of it this time.
He did? When was this?
Just a short time ago. I'm the only one he's told so far. But he wanted me to tell you something in private. Something he remembered.
In private? I did not think Ringabel to be the sort of man to mistrust his comrades.
I believe he had his reasons.
But what could he possibly remember that would warrant such secrecy?
Before we get to that, I'd like to ask the sage about that angel he encountered.
Of course. I will tell all that I know.
Did the angel mention anything to you other than the crystals?
Other than the crystals? Yes, I believe her words were, I was deceived by the evil one. Her voice was heavy with regret.
The evil one?
This evil one used deceit to drive the 4 crystals out of control. That tore the barrier between worlds, she said, opening the way to the world beyond. No!
And was this a hypothetical future she saw?
No. The angel and her 2 comrades had stood before that evil in battle that day. It was after her allies were slain that the creature boasted of what it would do. She spoke to me with lifeless eyes, drowned in tears.
What then?
As the angel faded before my eyes, she said to me, "Deliver unto me this pendant when next I return to you. And should I appear before you with the evil one, hesitate not to do what you must to us."
You speak of this pendant.
And was this evil one the angel spoke of with us when we first came to you?
Yes, I dare say so.
Then
I could not do it. I could not, knowing I would have to slay you, Vestal. Precious girl.
I see. Then, to remove all doubt from the matter, I ask you now, this evil one.
stop! I wish to hear no more.
Agnes,
I cannot bear to hear matters so dreadful. For if what you say is true, then
forgive me. I never wished to put you in this position. But I cannot believe Ringabel would lie to me. Not about something like this. That's why.
You trust Ringabel then?
I do. I trust Ring-a-Bell, along with Edea, and you too, Agnes. I trust you all.
Very well. Then I shall trust in him too.
Thank you. We ought to be returning to the others now, Sage.
You be careful now. Ah, and before you go, there is another matter. One Lord De Rosso and I have studied this last millennium. Were you aware that should a crystal be destroyed, it will eventually regenerate?
What? Truly?
So long as its core remains, it can grow once more through the power of mortal hopes and dreams. The passing of thousands of years will see it grow to its original size and power.
And this crystalline core you speak of?
You need look no further than the pendant about your neck, my dear.
What? This stone?
A rather fine gift, wouldn't you say? I'm so delighted to see you kept it safe.
Sage.
Now, I must leave you, but not without a word of advice. Have the courage to think and act on your own. And have the courage to disobey.
Christfairy or not, you've no right to interfere in another's love.
What? Wait, what?
Hang on!
What?
So, Tiz, how was it?
Fine. Couldn't have gone better.
Couldn't have gone... What's going on between you two? Come on, Agnes, out with it!
Say no more, Tiz.
No, do say more. What's going on here? Yes, inquiring minds want to know. Agnes and Tiz, are you two really...
No, that's not...
Yes, that's exactly it. Isn't it, Agnes?
You mustn't encourage them, Tiz.
This is great. Been some time since we've had any good news.
Where's the sage gone?
What's this? It's written in his hand. I await you at the chamber of the Council of Six in the land where all began. Conjurer Yuliana.
Showed skill making it to our central command, Wind Vestal. But unfortunately for you, you won't get any further if I can help it. I'm in fine form today. I'll show you how weak and pathetic
Victoria!
Victor! I can't breathe!
Alas, you've grown more unstable than I had feared. We must seek treatment at once! Silence, if you please. She would likely perish if we were to disturb her now.
It's happening again.
Again? What do you mean?
Oh, I was just thinking out loud.
Allow me to tell you a story, if I may. Once upon a time, in a place not of this land, there was an orphan child suffering an incurable disease. Her name was Victoria. Though still a child, she was abhorred by those around her due to her affliction, as the orthodoxy cast her aside. She was taken in and raised by the orthodoxy soon after her birth. She simply waited upon her inevitable demise, all the while gasping in pain and despair. Then, a chance meeting changed her life. On death's door and abandoned, she was found by the Grand Marshal, who wandered the lands after renouncing the orthodoxy himself. She began her treatments in this land after the Lord Marshal conquered and renamed it the Duchy of Eternia. It was I who created the white magic cable. I was charged with studying the combined use of white magic and the crystal. I advocated the use of treatments by amplified white magic on her. But there was one who voiced objections. My assistant in my white magic research, Vincent S. Court, my father. He pressed endlessly for an alternate treatment, one not based on the amplification of white magic, but it was alchemical genesis he proposed. It is a forbidden art, a foul heresy, banned since the time of the Old Faith. The Lord Marshal and I both rejected my father's proposal out of hand, but he would not be swayed. He didn't so much as ask Victoria's consent. He believed his cure had rid her of her affliction, but the truth was far different. It stilled her growth, and periodic fits grew more frequent. Soon, it began to cripple even her mind. My father has since passed. She found clarity one day, returned to herself. She murdered him. I was devastated. No, in truth, I was already a broken man. You must think me a fool for not loathing my father's murderer, but I could not exact vengeance on her. I was entranced by her innocent eyes and childlike form. I devoted myself, body and soul, to her healing. Yet, I failed to relieve her suffering. Each time her tiny form is racked with pain, I ask myself, knowing the result, would I still have intervened as I did? But ever is my answer the same. As long as I draw breath, I will see that she does too. No matter how she suffers, I'll not allow her to die. She is both my crime and my redemption, my ego, my joy. I dedicate my entirety to her, and know no greater pleasure.
What nonsense! I mean, really, Victor, that was so boring and really long, too.
Forgive me, Victoria. How do you fare now?
Back to my old self, but I don't think I could take another one of those fits. Now, let's take care of these fools once and for all.
Your wish is my command.
Stop it! What is the point of us fighting?
The point, you ask? Because you disgust me, Edea. That is reason enough to fight? No. I wish to see your corpses splayed before me, fools! care for you deeply. You live a life of comfort with many friends and teachers. And yet, despite these blessings, you rebel. How can you display such arrogance, Atia? I find your very existence offensive. I fail to see how that is justified. Is that right? You have no concept of the suffering of us have-nots. Justified or not, I despise you. Why don't you just roll over and die now?
Then there is nothing else for it. I shall end this miserable life and take you all with me. Victoria and I shall be together for eternity.
You came. I've already taught you all I know. Now it is time for us to part. You must go forth guided by your own will. To learn who you are, what you are capable of, and what you can endure. The road ahead will be hard and bitter, no doubt. Have you the resolve to persevere?
Yes!
Very well. We will begin with an alternate fate for Ring-a-Bell. A man laments alone in Idia's chamber. Go to him.
made a vow, and yet...
Alternus, what's happened to you?
I swore, vowed to protect. Why, then...
Are you alright?
Am I alright? Yes. At least now I am. None of it matters now. Whatever happens, let my body be rent in two and the world come to an end. I care not. But why? Tell me! Tell me! Why? Why did you have to die? Answer me! Idia!
So, in this world, Idia is...
Alternus.
Whatever may happen, I care. You're me. You're me from back when I had nothing. I dared to ask for something, then lost all I'd found. And now you've come to end me. Very well. Nothing remains for me. I'll die by your hand. Or any other.
No! Alternus, listen!
It's no use. He's blind with grief. Here he comes!
muddy waters, hunger, scorn. My earliest recollection always starts there. Abandoned by my mother at a tender age, I've always been alone, for as long as I can remember, always dancing on the razor's edge between life and death, and always have I hated my mother, my circumstance, the world, myself. At a young age, I gained the powers of darkness, and hatred was my sustenance. Then one day, my sword of hate and rage was turned aside by one who wielded a kind and just blade. The Templar saved me. He gave me a righteous rebuke, a kind family. I vowed to serve him and no other. I would lay my life down for his ideals, stake my being upon protecting those he loved. And yet, I failed.
Alternus.
I've no more need for this. This power couldn't even protect Edea.
Are you so sure? Without darkness, you'll...
It's too late, all of it. I can't return to the forces, to the council. It matters not. Take it. Take it and go in my stead. Do this for me.
Ring a bell. You are not of this world, nor are you of the world from which the other three hail. There is nowhere else you can call home, nowhere left to return. The Templar who took you in despite your dark past, those who accepted you as family, the one you love, all are denizens of another place, a world that is not your own. But with the departure of your counterpart in this world, you may now remain here if you so choose. There is a place here for you. What will you do?
I don't...
You need not decide right away. Think upon it. Now, here is an alternate fate for Edea. A man and his wife mourn their daughter's death at the central healing tower. Go to them.
to you.
No! I know who you are! How dare you come here in the guise of my daughter! that swordsmanship. It is a mirror to Kami Izumi's own. Then you are Edea. Edea, is it truly you? Oh, what a joy to see you live.
We heard you'd perished. Oh, your father and I were beside ourselves.
Your sword was sent back to us. To remember you by. I cannot express the joy. Edea, my daughter lives.
I'd given up hope that you'd ever return to us.
And to think she would defeat me. Truly, the girl is her father's daughter.
Your father saw the promise in you, more than anyone. He rested his dreams on your perseverance. And when word came of your passing, he grieved you more than any.
Father.
Forgive me for never putting it in words. Duty and circumstance hindered me at every turn. But still.
No, I understand, Father. And let me ask your forgiveness for being the willful child that I am.
And you, Alternus. It was you who brought Edea back safely to our side.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ever have you been a boon to this family?
Oh, no. I'm not...
When was the last time we enjoyed a meal together? Tonight, let us dine as a family.
I don't remember the last time.
Nor do I.
Edea's counterpart in this world perished in Kaldisla. Edea, ring a bell. You too may remain here in this world. These roles are yours to take should you so choose. A life of peace awaits, a family. And for a once grieving mother and father, a life of comfort free from loss. What will you choose, Edea? You needn't be hasty. Think upon it. Now, for you, Agnes. In a remote village west of Florum lives a maiden in fear of her appointed task and the enemy on her heels. Go to her.
Oh, Edea. What is it, child?
How do you feel, Mother?
I'm quite well today.
I see. I am glad. Agnes? Oh, Agnes! You're alive and well! Olivia! When I went to see you, the witch Victoria and that man Victor attacked. You tried to protect me and I thought I would never see you again. I'm overjoyed to see that you yet live. Thank you. Thank you. Olivia! Promise me! Promise you'll never leave my side again!
Vestal of Water! You've nowhere to run!
That voice. I'm Hyria.
The Wind Vestal is already dead. That leaves only you, Olivia. All hope of reviving your precious crystalism is lost. The end is plain to see.
We've sealed off any means of escape, sister. Nowhere to run.
You heard them. Now surrender at once or face the consequences.
I'm Hyria. And both of your sisters in tow.
So, you've come, Medea. You've made it clear you intend to defy us at every turn. So be it. Prepare yourself.
I suppose I've no choice but retreat.
Artemia! It's too much for you! Fall back!
Kate, retreat! Let Artemia go!
How is this possible? You've grown strong, Edea.
Einherja! Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Artemia, take over from here. No one get by.
No, we go together. I'll not lose my sisters over that philanderer's orders. I am impressed, Edea. Though we fall back now, I will settle this score someday.
Einherja.
They're gone. Are you all right? Olivia? I'm scared. So scared. Olivia!
Don't you leave me, Agnes! Say you'll stay with me. It will be the two of us together from now on. We'll fulfill our appointed task together. We're friends after all. We'll be fine so long as we have each other. I need no longer be afraid.
Agnes.
Though she speaks of fulfilling the Vestal's task together, I suspect you know well enough. It is not as she imagines it. Still, it is a road you may choose, should you so wish. Agnes, this world's Vestal of Wind has passed on, but you may remain here as Agnes Oblige, friend of Olivia. What will you do? Will you choose a restful life together?
I need...
You need not answer now. At last, we come to you and your fate, 'tis. In a ruined village, there is a young lad in a daze. Go to him.
Look at this place. No one's rebuilt anything yet.
Tiz? Brother! It is you!
Till! You survived!
Tiz!
Till!
But you died! You tried to protect me, and you...
Till... I never thought I'd hear your voice again.
I've been all alone since I lost you. I tried to rebuild the village, but couldn't do it alone. Airships came after me, and I was attacked by the strangest pair.
Forgive me, Till. Forgive me for leaving you all alone.
Tiz! Behind you!
What now?
You pushed me clear as the ground collapsed. Had I just kept hold of your hand, I kept playing that moment over and over again in my mind. It's been eating me up inside.
Till...
But you're back again to save me. My big brother. My hero. Please, don't leave me ever again. We'll rebuild the village together. The king says he'll help. It might take years, but we'll have it back just the way it was.
Right. Let's do that.
Tiz.
Your counterpart in this world perished saving his younger brother. If you wished to stay and live here, there is now a place for you. A place where you fit in. and perhaps your brother will finally be free of the terrible memory that haunts him. A specter you yourself are all too familiar with, I'm sure.
I wish...
Your decision needn't be a rash one. Speak amongst your comrades before you decide. I will await you in Juliana Woods. Come see me when your decision is made.
It is not for me to remain as Vestal here in this world.
That's right. You're the Vestal of Wind, Agnes. You can't end your journey here.
And Olivia? You'd be condemning her to the same loneliness and dread you felt in the first world.
The same could be said for you, Tiz. Do you intend to leave your brother all alone?
Well, even if you two don't stay, I think Edea should remain here with her mother and father.
What about you, Ring-a-Bell? You'd lost your memory for such a long time. Now you finally have somewhere to go. People who love you. I can't stay here by myself.
I'll go wherever you do, Agnes.
Though the world may change, you never do. Not once since that moment on the brink of the Great Chasm.
We battled the Sky Knights together. Then we weathered the burning of Kaldisla.
I asked you to take me with you. Then we met, Edea.
We stole the Echelot and awakened the Wind Crystal in Ansheim.
Then to Florum and the Sacred Flower Festival. We lost Olivia, but awakened the Water Crystal.
We worked together to save Egil and Eisenberg. Remember how Agnes's face got all covered in soot?
I hardly see how that detail is relevant now.
But it was hilarious. And then there were all the fights before then, too.
We have our answer then?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Seems so.
All right then. Let's go see the sage.
It would seem you've made a decision, a unanimous one by the look on your faces. Need I remind you, you've been given a chance to live the rest of your lives among those you hold dear.
We know, and those people are right here beside us.
That the four of us met is a fate we all hold dear.
That's right. And that's why we'll go on.
Right, the four of us together.
Well spoken indeed. Now, last but not least, let us assess your growth so far.
Wait, you don't mean...
That is just what I mean. A job. A legend born 1,800 years past. The Conjurer Juliana stands before you.
Descend out!
Such great power. You have grown strong in such a short time, Agnes.
And you, Sage, you're quite formidable for a man of your age.
Yes, well, 1900 years is a rather long span. Now, I must ask, what shall we do about the memories of those you encountered in the ordeals I prepared? I can leave them with the memories of your meeting intact, or I can wipe them from their minds.
I would ask that you leave them intact then. Even chance meetings over in a moment can provide a spark to keep a person going.
I leave it to time to claim what memories it will.
That works for you too?
Fine by me.
Very well, then. It shall be as you wish. Now, it's near time we parted ways. I leave the fate of the world in your hands.
Sage!
Do not look so sad, child. I simply go to see to a little meeting I've avoided overlong. Truly overlong. Now, farewell.